it's Ian from Oakland's Nursery Garden Village, and today I'm going to talk to you about bird care. I'd like to start off with spring and summer. During the summer months, birds require high protein foods, especially when they're molting. Black sunflower seeds, balls, mealworms, waxworms, good seed mixtures without loose peanuts are all great foods to provide. Now, what we should do is avoid using peanuts, fat and bread at this time, since they can be harmful to adult birds if they feed them to their nestlings. Birds require high energy foods during the cold winter weather to maintain their fat reserves to survive the frosty nights. What one's got to remember is always adjust the quantity given and to the demand, and never allow uneaten foods to accumulate around the feeders. Also, once you establish a feeding routine, try not to change it as the birds become used to it and the time to visit your garden accordingly. And it's important to choose the correct feeder. Here we go. Greenfinches, sparrows, blue tits can all benefit from a standard feeder like this one, filled with wild bird seed or black sunflower. Now, they can actually crack the shells and consume the husks. Some birds, such as robins, blackbirds, collared doves, lack the ability to break open shells with their pointed beaks, and they suffer if they don't have an alternative. Now, the best alternative is a ground feeder. This is an example of a ground feeder, and that can be filled with sunflower hearts, mealworms, pellets and more. Suet is an excellent choice in the colder months, and it can be used in so many different ways. It can be used for feeding on the ground or in a hanging feeder, and is often found mixed in with other foods, and it's a great source of fat. Now, fat balls are an alternative source, and they can actually be hung from trees without any feeders. If you're wanting to attract goldfinches to your garden, Niger Seed is a great, in fact it's the best option. However, it's very, very fine seed. And what you'll actually need is one of these special Niger feeders to distribute it. They can use these and have a great feast. Because if you want regular visitors, regular birds into your garden, then hanging bird boxes in the springtime will certainly help with this. We've got a super range of boxes, varying in size and depending on what birds you hope to attract. This one, for instance, silver birch, is superb for robins. This one, a little bit more standard, but again, great quality, is actually good for blue tits. Put the boxes near your prime feeding stations to encourage bird visitation, and they'll use them again and again and again.